What's up, everyone? So we're gonna get all Ask the Buffalo-y on you in a minute, where I'm gonna answer all your questions from the world of technology. But I wanted to take just a very quick minute to announce something I am so incredibly excited about and proud of. It is TechnoBuffalo's partnership with Revision 3. If you're not familiar with Revision 3, they put out some of the best content on the web from everything in technology, from how to make portable Xbox 360 consoles to the best app reviews and everything in between. They are the premier resource. They're a site that I've been watching for years, and the fact that I now get a chance to be a part of them is so super incredibly awesome, and they're just good people. So what is this going to mean for the channel? Nothing really. The content's not going to change. We're going to have all the regular stuff that we've had up there. Our unboxings, my bad jokes, reviews, content from Noah, content from John Q, content from everybody. Nothing's going to change. What you are going to get, though, is 3 pieces of new content per week. And that's a weird way to make 3. 3 pieces of new content. How about this? 3 pieces of new content per week. You're going to get this kind, Ask the Buffalo, where you ask me questions and I pretend I'm a buffalo. You're going to get app reviews. John Quach is going to be making his big comeback on TechnoBuffalo, doing his app reviews and app showdowns. Noah Kravitz is going to be running you through all the rumors that have come out recently in the world of technology, and that's really all the differences you guys are going to notice. You might also see some fancy new graphics show up in those 3 videos, which should be a lot of fun. Other than that, nothing is going to change. This is just a really exciting milestone for me and for the site, and hopefully for the folks at Revision 3. None of this, and I say this over and over again, but I only say it because I mean it. None of this would be possible without your support. Thank you guys for this opportunity. Thank you for making us popular enough to get Revision 3's notice, and thank you for sticking with us as we grow and as we grew and grow, and as this new opportunity unfolds. I'm just super excited about it, and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's go ahead and Ask the Buffalo. What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo here, and it's time for another edition of Ask the Buffalo, where we can get our nerd on and you can ask me anything you want from the world of technology, whether it's cell phones, laptops, computers, or anything in between. You can ask your questions one of 2 ways. You can either send it to us on Twitter at TechnoBuffalo using the hashtag AskTheBee. Otherwise, on the website, we'll be posting posts up once a week where you can ask your question right down in the comments, which looks like I'm pointing to my pants, but it's actually where the comments would go. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get geeky. First question comes from user klaw with a K. John, what do you think the next gen iPhone 4S or 5 will have and should have? Well, klaw, if I knew the answer to that, I would be a bajillionaire. And that's bajillionaire with a B, but unfortunately, I'm not. So I'm going to give my answer based on normal product evolution and what I think we're going to expect, and based on what the rumor mill's been churning out. 8 megapixel camera on the back, chances are it'll be Sony manufactured. 1.3 megapixel camera on the front. Increased screen size up to 4 inches with probably a similar resolution. We'll have the A5 processor in there, a lot of 5s in this answer. So that'll be the dual core processor that's currently powering the iPad 2. Certainly we'll see iOS 5 make its official debut, probably alongside some new hardware, I'm guessing, which is going to give you new notifications and a ton of other options. We're going to see a RAM increase in the usual stuff we see from phone to phone. What I don't think we're going to see, and what gives me a sad face like this, it makes me a sad panda, is I don't think we're going to have any LTE support, which stinks. 4G is sort of becoming the new standard. Verizon already has a relatively robust 4G network. AT&T is starting to roll out their 4G service. I don't think we're even going to have support for HSPA+, although I hope, my download speeds also hope that I am wrong. Alright, so hopefully that helped answer your question. Maybe we'll see it launch in white too, which would be super rare, and the unicorn of phones. iPhone 5 in white. So the next question comes to us, courtesy of Meshu Patel. I'm probably massacring your name. I apologize. What is your primary phone right now that you own, as you bought it with your own money, not a review unit? My primary phone that I own, that I bought with my own moofla, is the iPhone 4, which has been converted to red. It's not a case, it's an iPhone 4. And that's what I generally use when I'm not testing a new device. If I was going to buy a new phone right now, if I could pick any phone on any carrier, it would definitely be a toss-up between the iPhone 4. I think I got the box actually behind me right here. The Samsung Infuse for AT&T, or the new Sensation for T-Mobile. All really, really awesome phones. So those would be what I would choose. But the one that I bought, that I keep in my pocket, sometimes in the back pocket, sometimes in the front pocket, depending what kind of pocket mood I'm in, is the iPhone 4. That was a lot of times saying pocket, the very weird cadence in my voice. The next question comes from Geralux. Since NGP has been revealed and the PS Vita is having the same price point as Nintendo 3DS for its Wi-Fi version, which portable gaming device would you personally buy and why? That is a no-brainer for me. If you heard me talk about the 3DS, or you saw one of my reviews on the 3DS, or if you've used the 3DS, you might know that I am not the biggest fan. Maybe I'm not their target demographic, but the 3D, the stereoscopic 3D that's in there, glasses free, hurts my eyes. If you've ever stared at a computer monitor for 4 or 5 hours at a time and your eyes just feel fatigued, that's what my eyes felt like when I used the 3DS for 10 minutes. So I am super excited about the formerly known NGP, now the PS Vita, PSP Vita. It really didn't matter what they called it at that price point, and with those dual-core specs and OLED screens and touch screens and actually physical media, they could have called it, I think someone in the comments said they could have called it the PSP Popcorn, I still would have bought it. It is a great deal. I think Sony hit it out of the park with the PSP Vita, although I'll still probably call it the NGP, at least for a while. That would be the one that I would go with in a heartbeat. So hopefully that was a long-winded answer to your question. The next question comes from Alan Denani. When do you think the BlackBerry Torch 2 will be released to the public? When is early summer? We were one of the first sites that actually brought you a long, in-depth video demonstration of the BlackBerry Torch 2. We actually had it in our hand. I say our like the royal R, but I had it in my hand for a little while, and it definitely seemed fully baked and ready to go. It was packing a pretty powerful 1.2 gigahertz processor, beautiful screen. From what I'm hearing and what I'm guessing, we're looking at a end of July, early August timeframe for the BlackBerry Torch 2. So for all you BlackBerry fans, that's when you can get torched. Torch 2, torched again. I'm sticking with torched again. All right, so the next question comes from, and this one I can pronounce, Josh. J-O-S-H, Josh. Do you think The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword will end up being like Twilight Princess, how it came out on the GameCube and the Wii? Will it come out on the Wii and the Wii U? That's a great question, Josh. If you don't remember, Twilight Princess was the Nintendo's flagship Zelda title. It launched on the Wii right at the transition when the Wii was coming out, and Nintendo's previous generation console, the GameCube, was still out, and they released it on both. So do I think we'll see it on the Wii and the Wii U? Answer's probably. It's been in development for years. We saw a preview of it actually last year's E3 in 2010, and now it's still not released in 2011, and they're saying holidays of this year. So chances are we will see dual versions of it come out, probably with fancy levels and HD graphics for the Wii U, but I think we'll see a dual console release whenever the Wii U comes out next year. Next question comes from Twitter and 31null2. Do you think Apple copied, I'm guessing you meant copied, Android in the notification system? And the answer is yeah. Clearly, Apple went to the jailbreak community. Clearly, they looked at Android. They saw what worked, and they said, let's try and make it a little bit better. And that's what they did. So yeah, there's a drawer that comes down the top just like Android, most definitely. And if you say that it's not influenced by Android, you are delirious. Clearly, they took cues from it. Whether that's bad or good, I don't know. When companies compete, the consumers always win. So there's maybe less innovation, but definitely it's nice if you're an iPhone user to be able to have what I think is one of the best features of Android, and that was the notification system. Next question comes from Petragi. Hey John, is iOS 5.1 Beta 1 stable enough to use as my daily phone? Your thoughts would be much appreciated. So I've got iOS 5 Beta 1. I've used previous versions of beta software, so I used iOS 4 Beta and iOS 3 Beta. This is definitely the most stable first beta build that I've used. I've been able to use it every day as a daily phone with very few crashes. There have been some bugs and tweaks, and I've talked about it at length on TechnoBuffalo. Check it out if you want the full recap. With the one exception of the camera crashing on me, it's actually been really good. So the answer is probably yes. But if you are a developer and you do decide to use it on your phone, be prepared because things are going to work a little bit buggy, but you should be able to use it as your daily driver. Next question comes from World of Tech UK. Have you tried OS 5 and iMessage? Can it compete with BlackBerry Messenger? I have iMessage on my phone. Unfortunately, I am alone as far as my friends go, and I haven't tried iMessage yet with anybody else, so I can't say if it's going to compete. BlackBerry Messenger, though, is tremendous. I've used it. I've got it on BlackBerry, so I have it. It's really good, and Apple was clearly squaring off against BlackBerry and BB in particular. So I can't really answer that question yet. Hopefully, though, as more people get access to the beta and as it comes out to release, I'll be able to shed some more light on it. And our last question comes from Bran Loves Star Wars. I love Star Wars too, so that's cool. I could be John Loves Star Wars. What does it take to work at TechnoBuffalo? Ask the Bee. It takes a good application, it takes talent, and it takes someone who likes to have fun. So we're always looking to hire at TechnoBuffalo. So if you see a post up on the site that we're looking for writers, go ahead and apply and spend a lot of time on your application. So guys, hope you enjoyed getting nerdy, geeky, talking about cell phones, talking about iOS, Android, and the rest of all that tech goodness. As always, I'm John Rettinger. Send your questions in, and I'll see you in the next episode of Ask the Buffalo. Bye for now.